Hi everyone, this is Maya from Inspired Life. Welcome to July Numerology Forecast. So let's get to it. If you're new here, my name is Maya. I do monthly numerology forecasts, meditations, and I share inspirational vlogs from my life to inspire you to live your life to the fullest in alignment with your purpose and passions. So if that's something that you resonate with, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button so you can get notified when I upload next. Now, let's get into the July numerology forecast. I'm gonna give you the general vibe of the month and then 5 tips to make the most of it. Bear in mind, this is the general vibe. If you'd like to know more specifically where you are in your personal cycle, I recommend you check out your personal numerology, as that will give you greater insights on where you are. Still, knowing the general vibe of the month will help you navigate these energies and know what to expect, what kind of challenges will arise and how to deal with them. So let's get into the forecast. Now, last month was number 3, my personal favorite. It was all about pursuing our own happiness, making sure we feel good, have fun, enjoy life and all the goodness. And this month, even though it's summertime and may feel like vacation mode, I would still say take it seriously, because this is going to be a different kind of energy. It will require focus, setting foundations for the future. It's worth taking some time to set up all the things that you would like to see in the next few months. This month is number 4, which is all about foundation, setting those goals and creating structures and redirection of your path. So if you encounter some challenges, don't worry, it can still happen. Just make sure to kind of tweak the strategy, tweak the way you're gonna get there. It's all gonna be fine. It can be a little bit frustrating, I won't lie. Sometimes we wonder, like, what is happening? Am I not supposed to do that? Don't get discouraged, because this is only showing you another way. Don't worry about the how and when something will happen. You know, we've heard this many times before with manifestation process. We want things to happen in a certain way, we want a certain level of control, but it's not always possible, and the surrender practice is definitely one of the most challenging parts of the manifestation process, so I get it. But I can tell you from experience that it really does help when you surrender and really trust and be open to new possibilities, because they may come up and you can still get where you want to be, but it will probably be a different route how you get there, if that makes sense. It's important to connect with your vision, set your priorities, and take determined and focused action. Right, so what are my 5 tips to make the most of this energy? Number 1 would be set long-term goals. Whatever you focus on this month is going to affect the next few months. So instead of writing down your monthly goals, which you can do, but it's more important to set goals for, let's say, December, end of this year. Where do you see yourself by the end of 2022? And then set the goals for the month and maybe following months, which will be in alignment with that higher vision and help you get there faster. Now, you might want to think about, your big vision, all the things that you would like to manifest, and then practical steps on how you can get there. I really recommend breaking down the process, because that will make it easier and more manageable. It will not feel overwhelming. But what is also important is that these goals are in alignment with your passion and purpose, the thing you really want to do. So not just some random goals, but something that really resonates with you. We're in the second half of 2022, so things may have changed since the new year. If you have set goals at the beginning of the year and now you feel like you're in a different place, which could have happened because this year, we have a lot of ups and downs, it might be that you are no longer resonating with those goals, which is perfectly fine, and you can totally adapt the whole vision to where you are in this moment, and that's okay. So what you can do, for example, is write down 30 ways how you can get there, to get your mind into the solution finding mode, because oftentimes we think about our big goal and we feel overwhelmed and we're like, I don't know where to start. Grab your journal and just write down all that you can think of how you could get there, whether it's like contact someone that can help you get there, learn a skill, or hire someone, delegate part of the work that feels overwhelming in this kind of sense, and really let your mind flow, even if there are things that you would maybe not do. it's really important to write it down, and it just shows the universe that you're ready to take action, you're willing to get there and make it happen. And that kind of shifts your energy from, desperation and, anxiety to actually seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, which gives you hope and motivation to move forward. All right, my tip number 2 is trust the process. Now, this is a tricky one, I won't lie. As I said, there may be challenges that arise this month, and that can be discouraging and frustrating, and you might ask yourself, is this not supposed to happen? Am I not meant to do this? I say no, that's actually not what is happening. You're just being redirected to a different path, and just trust it. I will tell you an example from my personal experience. Every year I teach a workshop on this gorgeous island, and it's always happening. It has never been canceled, so I never worry about it. I always kind of count on that happening. However, one year it just wasn't happening. All the things were coming up that were going against us, and it really seemed like it wasn't happening. So I remember that I was in my year 4 and that I should be open to other possibilities. So the moment I surrendered and trusted the process and just opened up to new possibilities, I got a call for another job opportunity, which was on another island, and it was such a wonderful opportunity. I was working on yoga retreats. It opened up some new possibilities for me that even though I didn't end up in my original workshop, I ended up in another place, and it was a really cool experience. So yeah, open up to other possibilities. Sometimes we don't know what is best for us, and sometimes the things that we think are best for us are possibly not. So trust that everything is happening for your highest good and see what happens. You might be surprised with what the universe has in store for you. All right, so tip number 3 is setting foundations. As I said, we are planning our future. We are creating a new reality. As I like to say, the up-leveled version of your new life. So where do you see yourself by the end of this year? Now is a good time to prepare for it. And that might seem maybe weird to do, because you're preparing for something you don't even know if it will happen. But trust the process and just prepare for it. So when you think about where you'd like to be by the end of this year, what would need to happen for you to get there, and what would your life look like? So kind of preparing for that new reality is actually a part of the alignment process. By preparing yourself for this new reality, you're actually aligning your energy with your desired outcome, and it's very possible that it will come much sooner than you anticipated. So whatever that is, just make sure to do the steps to get there. For example, if you'd like to up-level your income, maybe it's hiring an accountant, planning how you're going to spend that money, maybe opening a savings account or looking at investment opportunities where you'd like to invest that money, these kind of things. Or if you want to buy a house, maybe checking out moving services, doing some research on that, how you're going to move, doing the decluttering in your current home so you can prepare what you're going to take with you, what do you want to donate or throw away. So these kind of things, if you know what I mean. It's kind of preparing for that reality as if it's already happening. Tip number 4 is kind of in alignment with that. Again, preparing for the future, but this one is more focused on finances. It's a really good time to organize your financial situation, whether it's, settling your debt or planning how you're going to repay it. Really looking at your financial situation and seeing where do you have leaks, where your finances could be boosted, or how can you, cut costs, or where could you invest to build more wealth. Whatever you need to look at, dare to look at it and deal with it. I know it can be overwhelming, and oftentimes we don't really want to deal with that, but it's really important, especially if you want to elevate your financial situation. And I know a lot of people want to do that, obviously, because it gives us freedom, it gives us more opportunities. So it's a really good time to take an honest look at it and deal with it, so you can really plan everything for a better future and set those foundations for the up-leveled version of your life. And my final tip for July is focus on what matters to you. If you have truly tapped into what makes you happy, what really matters to you last month, now you will be more clear than ever on what that is. prioritize it. Don't spend time on things that drain your energy and could be delegated, honestly. It's really important to manage your energy well this month because that's how you're gonna make the most of it. Use your time, your energy, your focus on things that will bring you to where you wanna be fastest and with the least amount of effort. That's what I would say. Just work smart, not hard. You don't have to struggle. You don't have to overwhelm yourself. It's all about planning and delegating and really prioritizing on what will help you stay in your genius zone and bring you the best results and what actually matters to you the most. Because if you're wasting your time and energy on things that are draining you and that really are trivial, it will just be a waste of time. So that's what I would recommend for this month. So altogether, this might not be the most high vibing month, but it will be important to set those foundations so you can have an amazing next few months and kill it until the end of the year. Let me know if this resonates with you and let me know your intentions in comments below, and I'll see you guys soon. We have a lot of vlogs coming up. I've done some trips that I want to share with you. Check them out, and a lot of new videos, and I hope to see you there. If this resonates, please give it a thumbs up. I'm wishing you an amazing month. See you guys next time. Namaste.